All those above may judge me, and may those who shine their light upon us all bless our travels. Into the void we go. Let my spirit be one with where I come from, where we all come from. And let the void grant us safe passage through it all. My first assignment since the war. If I do this correctly, I should be able to get my position granted. Or at least restored back to me. Plants itching again. Hopefully the medic on board is not as crass as so many others have been. As much as I respect the UPA, especially for giving me the honor of this position, it does concern me. Uncharted territories. I'm not really sure a military person is supposed to be the one that goes out on this. Maybe that's why. The gods, you have played tricks on me before. That is neither here nor there. Maybe one day. But not today. Alright. Let's see if these milksops are ready for what is to come. I'm hoping that the UPA chose a better complement. According to their dossiers, they should be more than adequate at this, but many of these people are not soldiers. Trained Navy men or Army. No. They're all fresh, many of them. Not to mention the fact that they're giving me sway and It's not even sway. Now that I think about it, it might be more of a punishment that they're sending me to deal with all these corpos on board my vessel, but superiors decided that it's a better alternative to the latter, that they don't want a bunch of military personnel running around. Despite my better agreement. Or judgment, I should say. galactic comment. It's not exactly a strong suit of mine. Definitely must have been a corporate sponsor at some point. They have a bar here, on top of the mess hall. So, unnecessary in a way. That's what port is for. But then again, we're not going to be in port too often. Suppose I should be a little bit more laxed with my judgments. All in all, though, for an exploratory vessel, this ship is quite sizable. Although, one of my other problems with it, despite the interesting selection of crewmates that we'll be having here, is that damnable thing. The AI. Don't know why we need one of them. Apparently for star charting. If our pilot's not good enough to handle it, or the computer systems that don't... I just don't understand why a computer system needs to think for itself. It's a damnable, abominable thing. But orders are orders. It's going to stay in touch and shape as long as we're of venturing status. At least until it starts to break down. Once that happens, I'll be more than happy to take it apart myself, by force. But I should not dwell on these things. Negative thoughts of the mind manifest more negative thoughts and feelings. And on the maiden voyage day, I should not be dwelling on such a grotesque amount of energy in the negative. But the void be damned if I have to deal with that thing revolting. Let's see if anyone is on board yet.
95% of the planned crew has entered the hangar bay.
Thank you. So this is what the EPA has given me to work with. Interesting. From what the computer tells me, there's a few of you that are not present The stragglers will be properly reprimanded later. That being said, I am Captain Geralt Harbinson of the Vlakin military. I have been put in charge of this ship, and by extension, all of you. Our task right now, assigned by the UPA, that hopefully you've all been lightly briefed on, is simple. We are to foster relations with the Kochi, a race on the far-off fringes of known space. And afterwards, we're to be investigating the rest of those unknown reaches. At least what we can survey. A few ground rules, though. This might be a UPA ship, but I intend to keep it in line with military traditions. So, by extension of that, you have commanding officers of your varying departments. Officers, when I call your names, please step forward and introduce yourselves. First on my list, Science Director Paulus. Pleasure.
Stellaris, I believe your Director of Science, if you are with me, will meet you properly later. That is all, Captain.
Thank you. Next up is your Commander of Security. Believe, if I'm remembering correctly, you prefer to go by Gunch.
It is my earned name, yes. I am Yekitenchu Yalahan. But please refer to me as Gunch. Easier that way.
Next up, James Mercer.
As the captain said, I'm James Mercer, head of engineering. If you have any issues, please bring it to me. I'll delegate somebody to fix whatever it is.
Good. Finally, our Chief of Medicine. Forgive me, but your name skips me right now.
That's fine. I can say it instead, since it's a little hard to say. So, for everyone that doesn't know, my name is Ifrit Rothwin, Rothwin. I can't remember my own name. So I'll be your, medical chief, other things. So, that is as much to say.
Thank you. Gunch, please step behind me. All of you, these are your commanding officers. Regardless of department, these are your superiors. I expect you to treat them with the same respect you would give to me. Now, on top of that, while we're on the matter of respect, we are going into unknown territories. So, given the fact that this ship is our life, our home, our sanctuary, I expect everyone to treat her with the utmost respect, along with your fellow crewmates. We depend on each other for survival out here. Any small crack in that foundation could lead to our end. Not one of us, but all of us. So, if you have a problem with anyone, you bring it up to your superior officer or the person you're having an issue with, superior. If you have an issue with an officer, you bring it up to a different one or myself. And if you have an issue with me, unfortunately for you, for the time being, I'm in charge. Unless the UPA sends a different captain to pilot this vessel, you're stuck with me. But I'm willing to answer grievances in the training room, if you so desire. Now, are we all clear on that?